it energy security, but we shall call it what it is. Bullshit. Now, come on. I want to hear you. What is the climate change scare? Bullshit. Louder. Bullshit. Louder. Bullshit. It's like a Texas Longhorn. A point here, a point there, and a whole lot of bull in between. The notion that a minuscule increase in the atmospheric concentration of a naturally occurring trace gas on which all animal and plant life depends will fry the planet has no more scientific credibility than a British Member of Parliament's expenses claim. Here are the facts about the climate. These are the facts that most of the mainstream media have not told you. The warming effect of carbon dioxide on the planet is less than 1/6 of what the UN pretends it is. Carbon dioxide is accumulating in the atmosphere at less than half the rate that the UN predicts. Global air temperature has not risen in any statistically significant sense for 15 years. For 8 years, as you heard from Don Blankenship, who got it from me, there has been rapid, statistically significant global cooling when the UN and all the bedwetting panty wastes had been predicting global warming. It isn't happening, and it's not going to happen. The oceans have not accumulated any heat for 60 years, and they have been cooling for at least 6 years. There are 5 times as many polar bears as there were 70 years ago. Hardly, as you may think, the profile of a species destined imminently for extinction. Sea level rose by 8 inches in the last 100 years, and in the last 4 years, it has not risen at all. I could go on, but you get the picture. Everything you have been told is a problem with the climate isn't. There was no climate crisis. There is no climate crisis. There will be no climate crisis. The balloon has gone up, the chips are down, the science is in, the truth is out, the scare is off. The cap and trade bill, therefore, is a non-solution to a non-problem. The sole purpose of the bill is to increase already monstrous power and wealth of the governing class at the expense of you, the workers and the taxpayers of America. Consider Nancy Pelosi. She recently said, how lucky America is to have natural gas, because otherwise we'd have to depend on fossil fuels. Hello, Nancy. Natural gas is a fossil fuel, and when you burn it, you get carbon dioxide. Not that it matters, because carbon dioxide is harmless, necessary, and beneficial. Whatever the Supreme Court may say, it is not a pollutant. Or Henry Waxman, the author of the cap and tax bill. He says that if the Arctic ice cap melts, all that tundra will be revealed underneath. Sorry, Henry baby, but underneath the North Polar ice cap, there is nothing but ocean. There is no tundra, it is sea ice, and even if all of it melts, the sea level around the world will not raise by so much as 1/100th of an inch. Or Stephen Chu, the US Energy Secretary, member of the President's Cabinet, who has seriously suggested that the world should paint its roads and its rooftops white to forestall global warming, which isn't going to happen, and save a planet which doesn't need to be saved. Like the Chattanooga locomotive whose name he bears, the Chattanooga choo-choo exists in a previous century, gets all steamed up about nothing, goes slowly and pointlessly backwards and forwards over the same ground, pulls a lot of